All right. Welcome to What They Won't Tell You with Sherry Anshara, the quantum truth. So today we are talking about memory, not in your mind, but in your cells. So today it's going to be cellular memory. So what can you tell us about cellular memory and how is it different than normal memory? Let's start there.
Well, the intelligence and intellect in your body is your cellular memory.
Hmm.
So when that sperm hits the egg, your nose cells know to be a nose and your toe cells know to be a toe. Otherwise, you'd have a fingernail at the end of your nose. So the cellular memory is that perfect person that you are.
Mm.
And in that cellular memory, it knows exactly what to do. However, this is the caveat called cellular memorization. And that is the programming that says you're not good enough or you're bad or you're going to get this. So, for instance, your body, or manufactures itself over and over again. That's a given, right?
Mhm.
Proven by medicine,
Yep.
by science, right? But then how come when someone gets cancer and then it reoccurs? Ooh.
Interesting.
So,
It comes back, right?
it comes back
Hmm.
because they go back in that left computer brain into the cellular memorization and they call it a survivor. My clients are not survivors, they're champions.
Mm.
And that sets a different tone, a different resonance, a different way. So when we get sick, we are actually cellular memorizationing ourselves over the clear cellular memory. And so with these cells, you can see the difference. The memorization, aren't those awful?
So this is a good to show this to the camera. We might have it in post a little bit, but these what are we looking at here, Sherry?
Very sick cells, very emotionally
cells.
sick cells, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially, because what's the cost to us to be sick? And so
for sure.
this person, my client's doctor, sent me these cells. I don't take cells because I can see that's what they look like. So that's disease, dis-ease, illness, sickness, whatever you'd like to call it. And that is a resonance of illness in the body. And they are all clumped together and they're just doing the best they can to survive. Well, who in the heck wants to survive? We came here to live. So now 3 months later, and actually I was published in a medical journal twice because of this, these are perfect blood cells. Perfect. And so the doctor called and he sent this to me. And of course, we made copies and I got published in a medical journal, but it wasn't about me. It's about this person. And he said, how did that happen? So here's the funny part. That's BS belief systems. And this is AS after Sherry. And these are perfect blood cells because this person was able to get to the emotionality of those icky cells that were creating dis-ease and disease in her body, illness. And this is what she had. And at one time, she was like 100 pounds overweight. And we think weight is protection. It's
Right.
not. It's hiding.
Hiding.
And
Okay.
weight is the weight. We wait in W-A-I-T and wait.
Wait.
And then the weight gets, because we're constantly waiting. I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm waiting to be happy. Well, this gal, after 3 months without any meds, any kind of supplements, got clear and and we call, and here's her mantra. I have happy, healthy cells. I kid you not. She said it every day. I have happy, healthy cells. And that's what happened because that was her language of health, happy, healthy cells. And the cells changed. Did I change them for her? No. I am a facilitator. I support people to get their answers. And all of your answers are in the cellular memory. It's the memorization that make us sick, that you're not good enough or you're going to get this or you're stupid or you should and should. And we should on ourselves. And then we gain weight because we're waiting for something to happen.
Wait. So as far as this person specifically that had this, what problems did this cluster of cells cause her?
Well, inflammation. And you know what? Inflammation in the body means inflamed. anger, pissed off
Another
to the
one.
max,
Inflamed.
inflamed at your ion level. And so it was weight issues. It was cellular memorization, that she wasn't good enough, that she was a big girl and had big feet and couldn't be feminine, which is ridiculous
Right.
from the time she was a child. And so it not only became the inflammation, it began to create the disease. Now we could diagnose it as diabetes, or we could
Right.
diagnose it as something else. It was the precondition. Could it be precancerous, prediabetes, pre-this, pre-this, pre-this? So it's a preliminary. And when she was able to get to the core, it took 3 months. What's 3 months instead of 30 years?
Wow.
I mean, that's speed dial of healing yourself.
So what did you do? Because obviously she had this issue for a while before you.
Oh,
For a long time.
for a long time.
Her whole life until that.
Yes.
So what did you do differently to get her from the cluster of cells to perfect blood cells?
Well, we addressed the issues in her tissues as consciousness.
Yeah.
And to answer, you know what? You can't change the what until you get to the why.
Right.
And that's the Anshara method of accelerated healing abundance, to get to the why. Why are we doing this? So it was not an external thing. It was totally internal. And when we begin to put the pieces together, well, this happened when I was 7, or this happened when I was 12, or this happened, and the computer brain still thinkies, that's what it is. So when an outside thing happens or event, and so when she was able to get to the core, and that she's reaffirming to herself, I have happy, healthy, intelligent, smart cells. And guess what? They began to remember the pure cellular memory and the memorization of all that stuff through the left computer brain, of the telling and those voices. It changed. And it was amazing. It lost over 100 pounds. And she didn't lose it; she dumped it.
So as far as weighting, because I'm sure, I mean, obesity is ridiculous in the United States. Just you look at the statistics, everything going on. So how can people do what your client did and basically lose the weight?
Because she quit waiting for something to happen.
Right. So she did something about it. Is that in doing something, she found her why, not her what.
Exactly, because the what was all the stuff that created that.
Right. The what is what created the cluster of cells.
Yes, but the why is I'm healthy and I'm happy and I'm intelligent and I can do something. And she actually created a business.
Oh, wow. Awesome. That's great.
Yes. And
so you kind of unlocked her, if you will.
Yes.
She was kind of stuck in this perpetual cycle, and you're like, hey, you don't have to keep going in the hamster wheel.
Exactly. Because we're not hamsters.
No, yeah, we're humans, or most of us. That's us blue people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's part of this, is for you to become a real human and not have to keep going through this recycle bin, this BS, infinity, over and over and again. And so that's what makes the difference when you get in your own power. It was so fabulous to watch someone as an observer. I teach NEO, non-emotional observer. And when she became non-emotional observer, my first key in the Anshara method, she began to observe, I can't believe I was doing this.
Wow.
And now I can believe I don't have to do it.
Wow. So that's amazing. So actually having her realize what she was doing, as far as just unemotional, you mentioned emotion real quick. Before we end, I want to get on that, is the emotional, when she was sick with a cluster of cells, was she emotional?
Totally.
Right.
Totally. But when she began to feel in her heart connect to her body,
wow,
and connect to the intelligence, intellect, and her heart then became the real brain. And now I also have this methodology of how you connect right brain, left brain. So you can use your computer brain as a tool now, both sides, to organize information.
Well, that is interesting.
And that'll be a show.
That will be a show. We got to put that in the back burner. But we're out of time for today. So thank you so much for listening to me and Sherry chat about the quantum truth. Again, this is what they won't tell you with Sherry Anshara. See you next time.